Should we all be wearing colored flags? Should we all be wearing gloves?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Can we have a moment of silence, please? Roll call, Brooke?
Council President Chamberlain.
Here.
Councilor Briggs.
Present.
Councilor Heising.
Here.
Councilor Schneider.
Here.
Councilor Stickley.
Here.
Councilor Steers.
Here.
We have 6 members present. We have a quorum.
All right. Council has had time to review the prior meeting's minutes. Can we have a motion to?
I would
approve
make the
these?
motion, Mayor, to approve them as printed.
I'll second it.
Motion to approve the prior meeting minutes was moved by Councilor Stickley and seconded by Councilor Griggs. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay, thank you. I have no one wishing to address council at this meeting tonight, so we do have a committee report, buildings and grounds, and that would be Harold.
Thank you. So we met July 19th at 4 o'clock. Buildings and Grounds Committee did. We discussed the annexation to the city, basically all 12 or 13 of them. So anybody got it besides me? But anyhow, the only thing that we discussed and voted on to annex at this time is the trails from County Road 11 to 20A. So we did vote 3-0 to do that, and which is number 4, 7, and 8 on the little red chart. So we're going to go from County Road 11 through the city and all the way to 28.
Well, the portion through the city is already in the city. So that's not really getting annexed. It's the portions on the outsides that are not.
Understand.
And I think on the, if I'm looking at that correctly, it doesn't show the western, complete western amount that's to be annexed. It goes all the way up to 28. That just shows a small portion
It
of
does,
everything.
but I did write it down, and it was 228.
Yeah, okay.
It's where it's gonna go to, at the corner out there where Carter Lumber used to be, and now Fulton Storage is at the time,
Oh, yeah.
okay? To that
Sorry
area.
about that one.
What I was understanding that Kyla and you
Taylor.
were doing legal paperwork to do that?
Yeah.
From the county?
We're working on getting, so we have to submit along, so the way it would work, if you approve the recommendation, we'll have legislation next meeting which would authorize the legal department to file a petition, a very short petition with the county commissioners, which would ask that those portions be annexed. We have to attach to it a legal description of that, of those areas along with a map of some type. But the process for the commissioners, it's a matter of, it's pro forma, they basically have to, as long as it's properly submitted, they would have to then stamp it or whatever they would do, and at that point it actually becomes annexed and would get recorded. So it's, I think the presentation was, Keith wanted to present at the meeting an overall plan of annexing some of these other areas, but to get started, to do the easier ones first is just the bike trails, which are actually already owned by the city.
Correct.
That's how.
And I think the only benefit, as Keith, and he's not here to discuss it, was it's a benefit to the police department of Wauseon, because then they can patrol it if they need to be. And the other benefit that I thought of, and you guys could correct me if I'm wrong, but if our city employees, Public Works is, which they do work on it, at least if the city has it under the control, at least they are better off working on that than to be working on it and have it for the county. You know, that's my only thought. Is that a true?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah,
I
it cleans
think
it up.
makes
Cleans
sense.
it up.
Is a benefit?
Yeah.
So it was voted on that we would annex 4, 7, and 8, which ends up coming from the city limits to the east and taking it to County Road 11, and the city limits to the west and taking it to 28. So, and we voted 3-0 to do that.
And Harold, this is something that our Director of Public Services was recommending that we do?
Yes.
Okay.
He's the one that brought it to our attention to do that, and like Tom said, and work on others in our city limit, or around our city limits, for a benefit for the police department in the future.
And fire, police and fire to annex.
Pardon me?
Police and fire.
Correct. Well, the fire is pretty easy.
Well,
That's
yeah.
what they say. That's
Yeah.
what Keith was saying. It's the police department that
Right, the calls.
a gray area. And I think Public Works is a gray area in some of
Yes.
these also.
Yeah.
So do you need a motion for that, Mayor?
Yes, we would need a motion to accept the buildings and grounds motion that they're bringing forward.
I'd make a motion to accept the Building and Grounds recommendation.
I would second that motion.
Motion to approve the recommendation to annex property to the city of Wauseon was moved by Council President Chamberlain and seconded by Councilor Stickley. Is there any discussion? Council President Chamberlain?
Yes.
Councilor Stickley?
Yes.
Councilor Schneider?
Yes.
Councilor Griggs?
Yes.
Councilor Heising?
Yes.
And Councilor Steer?
Yes.
6 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Okay, thank you. This always scares me when we have nothing under first, second, and third reading, because I'm always afraid it's just going to get bombed at us at the next meeting. But we do not have anything for first, second, or third reading, so we move on to new business, and just making sure everyone got to read the thank you card that we received. I just got that on my desk this afternoon from the Newland family. And honestly, I really do not have much to say. The question was brought forward about the mural, and yes, there is more going on that mural. It's not just Wauseon. There'll be a star painted on that. It's just some of the people who are involved in that project took a vacation. I don't know why, it's summertime, but they did. So we'll be getting back on that, and we'll be finishing up that mural pretty soon as well. Anybody else for new business?
Seen you on TV, Mayor.
No, thanks.
You look good.
Thanks, Harold. It's always my favorite place to be.
Does anybody have a list of the committee report or committee assignments?
I do have my office if you. I do have with me.
Yeah,
Sarah was just curious of which.
that'll all get to you.
All the
Once
crappy
Shane,
ones.
once Shane makes the.
I know it's fine.
I know,
but don't put it in
we
the-
just gotta get
She's
her
gonna
on the ones that Jeff was on, and then go from there.
Yeah.
So, it just has to be printed out.
The only thing I had for council to consider is, I feel our clerk is left out of being on TV. Do you think that she needs, Rick, would you feel more comfortable with being up here so you could?
She already said no.
Yes, let's take a vote.
She was back there going like this.
I make a motion.
I like
Are
to be
you
able-
liking that chair?
I like to be able to see her.
Yeah.
I'm just
Did
teasing.
you get your plaque yet?
I don't think anybody ordered a plaque.
I was told it was ordered.
Yeah, it was ordered.
Oh.
I think that is the media's desk, so if they really wanted to take that
Yeah,
back, I
yeah.
think they'd have first priority. for
That's
that.
right.
You guys want to?
Move her forward to. I'm just,
Where's the minutes at?
what's that?
Up there.
She
Yeah,
said.
the clerk's all set up here, yeah. I just don't want Brooke to feel like she's being left out.
I don't feel left out, but if
Okay.
you'd like me to move.
No,
I
it's
can
fine, I'm
go
just
to
teasing.
moving.
No, it's fine.
We are gonna move it closer this way though, because I can't have a hard time hearing.
We need to talk about microphones in this place. We need to talk about sound.
What?
Yeah.
We need to talk about sound in this place, not only for us, but for Harold and for other people, because my voice
These
doesn't
don't
carry.
work?
No.
No,
So
no,
they're
no,
just-
not, they used to.
They're just
but
there for decoration.
It's very difficult to maintain them. They were very, like this. We just need to get a new system.
Understand?
All right, maybe with the new TV. Okay, anything else under new business?
I do.
Move on to old business?
I want to bring it up to Tom.
And what time is it?
He's working on it.
We need a motion to approve the bills.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion to approve and pay the bills as presented was moved by Councilor Schneider and seconded by Councilor Stickley. Is there any discussion? Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Counselor Stickley?
Yes.
Counselor Steers?
Yes.
Counselor Heising?
Yes.
Counselor Griggs?
Yes.
Council President Chamberlain?
Yes.
6 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Just need a motion to adjourn this long-winded meeting.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion to adjourn was moved by Counselor Stickley and seconded by Counselor Heising. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, well, thank you all for coming in.